Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, man, Dr. PG NG Emperor's got to get money back for another YouTube video. Banger, man. Yes, sir. We're engineers to the streets. Bring you all the boxing latest news, man, from a street level and an educational level, man. You know how we gets down, man. First off, I want to shout out my guy, John Connolly. 4790, man, 4790, man. Big salute to John, man. I love hearing from y'all, man. He comments on the YouTube, man. He's a subscriber on the YouTube channel, and I love hearing from y'all. Some of y'all more than most, but you know, I was having a conversation with him in the comments, and he was just like, man, he brought up the resumes of you know what it is, you know who it is, man. You know who it is, man. He brought up the resumes of the people who's been hot right now, man. Devin Haney and Tank Davis, man. You know they've been a hot topic lately. They've been hot as of late, man. And I was like, man, that's a good thing. But he also brought up the resumes of Teofimo Lopez and his program and other people like that. I was like, man, that's a good conversation. I had a lot to say, so I said I'm gonna make a video. So here it is, man. But before we get into it, man, I want to first address this nonsense, this bullshit about people ducking, man.
You done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
I see what I'm saying.
This duck, I want to get this crap out the way, man. People are, you know me, man. I'm gonna be very unbiased. I'm gonna kick it to you. You know, we might disagree. Like, shout out to John Connolly, man. You know, we disagreed, but we still had we still proceeded with our conversation amicably. You know what I'm saying? And we had a great conversation, man. Cause I respect his boxing knowledge. I respect everybody's boxing knowledge if you really have it. But if you bull jive it, I could tell, and I'm gonna call it out. You know what I'm saying?
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always?
So. He didn't say this, by the way. I'm just speaking in generalities because we had some goofies comment on my channel too. You know what I'm saying? They're cool too, but it's a little goofy. They said that they said that Tank was ducking Haney. I said how? They said Haney has been calling out Tank since 2019. What? So I want to give y'all I know this is not live, but I want y'all, without looking at Google, without looking at Boxing Rec, without looking at Wikipedia, without looking at any of that, tell me who the hell Devin Haney fought in 2019 and prior to 2019. I'll wait. You ready for the answer? Nobody. He ain't fight nobody. You see what I'm saying? So how could he be ducking somebody just because he called him out? Tank was a bigger fighter then. Of course you're going to call out the bigger fighter. And that's why it takes Gervonta Davis' response to Devin Haney in 2019 when he called him out was that he was clout chasing. Not because he didn't really want to fight him, but because he knew, I think Devin Haney even knew, his camp knew that, why would Tank fight that? Boxing is a business. You don't just go around fighting anybody who calls you out like it's Royal Rumble or a free-for-all.
Get him up, let him get up. Fight back.
You see what I'm saying? So look, Devin Haney didn't get his real test until 2020. And guess who it was against? The same person that Tank had his first test against. Yuriorkis Gamboa and Tank fought in 2019. What? They didn't even fight till 2019. So Devin Haney calling out Tank in 2019, and he didn't even fight Gamboa himself until 2020. What? Why is that something for y'all to talk about? That literally makes no sense, and that shows me how much of a boxer you don't know. What? Because it's not just about people just calling somebody out, oh, I'm gonna go fight him. Because if Tank was ducking Haney in 2019, you know what I'm saying? Even though Haney didn't fight anybody, why would you take that risk? That means Terrence Crawford is now ducking Boots Ennis then. Because Boots Ennis called out Terrence Crawford. Even though nobody knows Boots Ennis unless you're a real boxing enthusiast and purist, you don't really know who Boots Ennis is. The casual fighter does not know, the casual boxing fan does not know who Boots Ennis is. You know what I'm saying? He's not a household name. The common household does not know who Boots Ennis is. But because Boots Ennis called out Terrence Crawford, who's at the top of his game, he just came off of beating Spence, and he's calling out Canelo. That means that Bud he's ducking Boots Ennis. That makes sense, right? Oh, my bad. How about this one? Sugar Shane was ducking Floyd Mayweather where Floyd Mayweather was calling him out, because a lot of people don't know this, and the casual fan probably doesn't know this either. People always blame Floyd for fighting Sugar Shane late, past his prime. Well, Floyd actually called out Sugar Shane, where Sugar Shane was the A side and Floyd was the B side, and Sugar Shane ignored him and told him he got to get his weight up. And that's what Floyd did. And then Floyd fought him when he was the A side and Sugar Shane was the B side. But up until then, Sugar Shane was ducking Floyd, right? Because we're going to keep the same energy, right? That makes sense, right? We don't want to contradict ourselves, right? So if Tank was ducking Haney since back 2019, that means that also David Benavidez is right now ducking David Morrell. Even though nobody knows who David Morrell fought. But because David Morrell simply called out David Benavidez, that means David Benavidez is ducking Morrell since he wants to really go fight somebody like Canelo and get a big payday.
Hey, you guys!
Because boxing's not a business. It's just, I'll just fight anybody out on the street. Just line them up in the middle of the street. We just fighting. Right?
But wait, there's more.
Oh, I got another one for you. So Haney, my bad. Haney is also ducking Josh Taylor, right?
What?
Because if Haney doesn't fight Josh Taylor next, because Josh Taylor called him out after he beat Regis Prograis, that means that he's now ducking Josh Taylor, right? I could go on and go on. So it doesn't make sense. So you gotta apply the same logic throughout, man. Not because you're a Haney fan or you're a Tank fan. Just be honest and try to be a little less fanatical, man. Because when you're a fanatic, we're all fans. But when you're fanatical about something, that means you disregard all logic, all common sense. But anyway, I'm enough with that, man. I just want to see, I just want to give y'all some facts. So now, shout out to John Connolly. This is what he asked. He said, man, who has a better resume between Tank, Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson, Ryan Garcia, etc.? I said, man, that's a good question, man. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of this right now. I don't think anybody in their right mind out of these contenders right here at lightweight and junior welterweight and all that, the ones I just named, I don't think anybody would say that Ryan Garcia or Shakur Stevenson has a better resume than Tank, Haney, or Teofimo Lopez right now, right? So we get that out the way. We can get Shakur Stevenson and Ryan Garcia out the way, right? Not because, now it might not be Shakur's fault. People do avoid him, but we just talk about the resume that they currently have. Not saying it's their fault, not saying whoever's fault it is. We're not placing any blame. We're just saying for the resumes what it is. We can remove Garcia and Shakur out of that equation, right? So right now we leave us with Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney, and Teofimo Lopez, right? So I think Teofimo Lopez out of those three is the weakest because his biggest names are Lomachenko, who he beat, and he also has that in common with Devin Haney. He also beat Josh Taylor, who fought Regis Prograis, but he did lose to Kambosos, and Devin Haney beat Kambosos twice, right? So we all know who Tank fought, but I think Tank's resume, those are his biggest fights. He had some tough fights with the guy from Japan, I believe it was Nakatani or something like that. So he has some other tough fights in there, but his most notable fights are against Lomachenko, Josh Taylor, and George Kambosos, and he lost to George Kambosos, who Devin Haney beat twice. So I think we can remove him out of there. I think it comes down to these two right here that I have up on the board, and not coincidentally either. So let's go through Haney. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Tank has the strongest resume, but I'm gonna prove it to you. And even if I don't sway you, my bad. You know what I'm saying? You can file me in the comments, but I'm gonna just prove to you right now. So let's go through Haney's resume first, right? Devin Haney, fought Lomachenko, right? And people said that was a close fight. Some people even say that Lomachenko won, and I think that I'm on the side of saying, I'm not going to say Lomachenko won, but it was very close. Could have went either way. I'm not mad at people calling it a draw. I'm not mad saying Lomachenko won. I'm not mad at people saying Haney won. It is what it is. Haney won. But Lomachenko, that was very close. He fought Kambosos twice, right? He fought Jorge Linares, right? And he was hurt in that fight. Jorge Linares, who I think has like 6 losses, 6 losses, something like that. He fought Jorge Linares. He fought Yuriorkis Gamboa, who also Tank fought. And guess what? He fought him after Tank fought him, like we already discussed earlier. So he fought a worse Gamboa than Tank fought. And he also fought Regis Prograis very recently, which up until a week ago, right? So people say that Haney has a better resume. Shout out to Sergio Mora on the Sonny Edwards and Bam Rodriguez fight. I love Sergio Mora, man. I actually met him, and he was very uplifting, man. A big salute to him, man. He thought I was a boxer myself, which I did box amateurly. But anyway, he just encouraged me, man. Shout out to Sergio Mora, man. I got nothing but love and respect for him. But I disagree with him calling out Tank's resume, like Haney's fighting champions and all this stuff, like Tank doesn't. So let's talk about Tank's resume outside of Prograis. Haney has been fighting, and he just recently beat Regis Prograis, right? So let's look at Tank's resume. Tank fought Hector Garcia, right?
Damn.
He fought Leo Santa Cruz, right?
Damn.
He fought Mario Barrios.
Damn.
Right? Did we forget about that? He fought Raleigh Romero, right?
Damn.
If we gonna give Devin Haney Jorge Linares, I'm giving Tank Raleigh Romero and Ryan Garcia. I'm just saying, because I think Raleigh Romero and Ryan Garcia probably beat Jorge Linares. Let's be real. And then he fought Yuriorkis Gamboa. If we give a Haney Gamboa, we got to give Yuriorkis Gamboa to Tank because it's the same person. And Tank fought a more dangerous Yuriorkis Gamboa because he fought a younger one, right?
Damn.
And then he also fought Isaac Pitbull Cruz.
Damn. I'm sorry.
So let's break that down. Let's hold it side by side. Let's see if it holds weight, chat. Or am I tripping? Let me know in the comments right now. So if we're going to give Devin Haney Lomachenko, right? Who had a loss. You want to say it was an early loss, whatever. He still had a loss. And they said that Devin Haney might have even lost that fight. Then I'm giving him Tank Hector Garcia. He was a champion, right? I'm giving him Hector Garcia. Is that not fair? Let me know if that's not fair. I think that's pretty fair, right? I think that's pretty fair. So if you're gonna give now, so that's Lomachenko, Hector Garcia. That's check. I'll lean towards Lomachenko being more of a challenger, more of a bigger challenge than Hector Garcia. But it's still, hey, apples to apples. You know what I'm saying? It's here. All right, so let's go right now to Kambosos. Devin Haney fought Kambosos twice. If you giving him Kambosos, I'm giving Tank Mario Barrios. Cause Mario Barrios just who he just beat? He just beat Yordenis Ugas. You know what I'm saying? That was a champion right there too. And he fought Terrence Crawford, right?
Me blood clot.
So his L's are Tank and Terrence Crawford. What are we doing? So I'm giving him Mario Barrios. And you can even give that adds a little more weight to Lomachenko too, right? So if you give it, let's keep going. So if you're giving Devin Haney Jorge Linares, who has like 9 losses or 6 losses, I have to go look it up. I don't remember. I think he has 9 losses, maybe 6 losses. Anyway, if you're giving him Jorge Linares, then I'm giving Tank Rolly Romero. And I'm giving him Ryan Garcia. Because I think Rolly Romero and Ryan Garcia beat Jorge Linares. It might be a little tough, but I think they could do it, right? So what we doing? The resume looking pretty even, right? Once you break it down, right? Oh, so let's go Gamboa. Well, that's a wash because Tank also fought Gamboa. And he fought a better Gamboa. And then what about Regis Prograis? We're going to give Regis Prograis, that was his most recent fight. He came in as a super middleweight, which is okay.
Really starting to fill out nicely. You're not filling out nicely. You're fatter than ever.
That's fine. He made work of Regis Prograis, right? Well, I'm giving Tank Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Can I not do that? Shakur Stevenson, Shakur Stevenson tried to fight Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Pitbull Cruz is a challenge. I would like to say that Isaac Pitbull Cruz, I think he does very well against Regis Prograis. I think Isaac Pitbull Cruz probably beats Josh Taylor too. I'm just saying. He might be a little small, but you know what I'm talking about. So all these fighters, I definitely think Isaac Pitbull Cruz beats George Kambosos. For sure. If Kambosos and Isaac Pitbull Cruz are fighting right now, today, I'm taking Isaac Cruz. Let me know in the chat if I'm tripping. So when you really weigh the resumes, is it really that much different? If anybody, don't you think Tank has fought more? Leo Santa Cruz, you could say, oh, he was small. He was coming up and they fought at the catch weight. Well, I mean, Leo Santa Cruz was undefeated. I mean, no, sorry, he wasn't undefeated. He lost early, but he was a champion, right? He was on a long streak. You see what I'm saying? And when they fought, if you want to say Leo Santa Cruz was smaller than Tank, okay. Regis Prograis was smaller than Devin Haney.
Oh, you almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that.
Regis Prograis was fighting the super middleweight. He ain't know what hit him in that 3rd round. Ask him. Go look at the tape. He said, I don't know what hit me. He was way stronger than I thought. So my point is that Tank is fighting at 135. He wants to stay at 135. Would I like to see him move up and fight Devin Haney at 140? Yes. But we cannot forget or omit that when Tank was told Devin Haney to get your weight up, and fight and get a belt, what happened when he got the belt? Instead of fighting Tank or Stevenson, he vacated the belt and decided to move up to go fight Regis Prograis. I'm not knocking him for that. But we're not going to have a short-term memory and knock Tank because Tank doesn't want to suddenly move up, like he just suddenly changed and said, oh, I don't ever want to move up. He's been saying that he wanted to campaign at 135. Do I think to be an all-time great, you have to move up? Yes. To be the face of boxing, you have to move up? Yes. But you can still be a great without moving up. You know what I'm saying? The blueprint to be an all-time great or be the face of boxing is to move up weight classes. But just because that's the blueprint doesn't mean that that's the only way to go about it. You could stay at your weight class and be dominant at your weight class and still be a great. You might not be the face of boxing, but you can still be great by dominating your weight class. There's been plenty of fighters that did it. Bernard Hopkins at middleweight. Look how many fights he had at middleweight, man. And look how many title defenses he had at middleweight. You see what I'm saying? He campaigned there forever. You don't have to, and I'm just using Bernard Hopkins because, Gervonta Davis and Bernard Hopkins have that little rift. But there's plenty of welterweights that stay at 147. There's plenty of lightweights that stayed at lightweight. You see what I'm saying? So, and if you're going to move up, why not? He's 29. He could move up a little later in his career. When he's 30, 31, 32, then he could start moving up. But this whole notion that Tank's resume is weak compared to Devin Haney, man, Devin Haney fought Regis Prograis. You take away Regis Prograis, it was just a couple weeks ago, off his resume, Tank's resume is better. Even with Regis Prograis, I still say it's about even or Tank is a little better when it comes to resume, man. You're not going to forget about Mario Barrios. I think Mario Barrios beats everybody that Devin Haney fought. You see what I'm saying? Almost everybody, So like I said, I think the strongest resumes right now is still Tank. I think close second is Devin Haney. And then I would say third is Teofimo Lopez out of the contenders between 140, between 140, 135 in that weight class, man. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping, man. Do I sound like I'm being fanatical, being a fanboy over Tank? I don't think so. I think I'm being very fair. Once again, shout out to John Connolly, man, 4790, man, for giving me this for sparking this idea. You know what I'm saying? He didn't give me the idea, but he sparked it for me, man. So big salute. Let me know what let me know. I want to hear back from y'all, man. Let me know if I'm tripping, man. I appreciate y'all rocking me as always, man. Engineers to the streets. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, man. Hey, I look forward to this Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua fight, man, this weekend. Hopefully. Sorry, not this weekend. Sorry. Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder March 9th, if they could secure the bag this weekend and beat Joseph Parker and Otto Wallen, respectively. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Don't forget to tune in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, man. Y'all stop being my... Hey, don't get your feelings hurt, man, because I'll check you now. We might disagree, but I know my boxing. All right.
From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.